Hey friends, B and I are at the park again, and these are the massive white pine trees that Bee, relax. She's like, we haven't been here in so long because it's been raining and it's still overcast today. We have not seen the sun in 10 days. I feel like we are living in England now, but we had torrential downpours one day. I think it was Tuesday. It rained 4 inches in like 8 hours. So yeah, it was a lot, and it caused me to suffer from a pretty bad migraine. So B has not had a lot of exercise. She's been cooped up because of the rain, cooped up because I haven't been feeling so hot. So today is New Year's Eve. It's the end of 2020. Thank goodness. And hope wherever you are that you will have a more abundant, healthy, and happy 2024. That is what I wish for you. That is what I wish for me. That is what I wish for all of us. So let's see what that is. It's like moldy citrus fruit. Someone tossed. The DEA rents out these houses. So it must be somebody that lives here. So today what I wanted to talk about is how you maintain trust when your life is kind of rough and you're struggling a bit and you don't really know what's going to happen next, where you need to be, what you need to do, where you need to go. Although if you have B, she'll lead the way for you. But no, in all honesty, it's been a little rough for all of us. Again, the world is filled with chaos, and it's hard to keep an upbeat, positive attitude when you are bombarded 24/7 with negativity. And as a human, inherently you have a negative bias. So most of your thoughts are repetitive, and like 90% of them are negative. I think it's actually higher than that. I always forget because I don't want to overstate it, but I think it's more than 90%. So for me, I change my environment if I can. I get outside. I go explore with B. So this is a park close to home. We come to it frequently, as often as we can. But with B having an injury to her leg and me having injury to my foot before that, and then with the fluctuating weather, the ticks were still really bad. So, we do what we can. That's when I take her to the beach, or we just lay outside in the backyard. But it's all about get out of the high grass, changing your environment, changing your surroundings, finding something different, right? So I took a drive today. I went to see a friend who was sick, dropped her off a little care package because she had done me a favor. And just getting out of the space, the 4 walls I had been in for what felt like forever, but has been 10 days due to the rain. I'm like, oh, I can breathe again. And that is the most important aspect, is remembering to breathe. Using your senses, right? So maybe you can hear the birds that I hear. Maybe you can watch B getting into trouble in the high grass. Maybe you can feel the wind, the coolness of the air, the solid ground beneath your feet. And as you take that mindful, intentional breath, maybe it feels a little jarring. You might feel lightheaded. You might not know that you can take a deep breath because maybe your body stops you because you're so conditioned to breathe shallow, to be numb from the neck down, to not feel your emotions or your sensations. And that's not normal, but in our society it is normal, right? So this is my invitation to you, is that you stop wherever you are. You take 3 deep breaths into the belly, and you change. Get out of there. You change your surroundings. You change the direction. You interrupt the thought process, right? Like Louise Hay says, a thought is just a thought. But actually, we know from the research that it's more than that. Your thoughts influence your behavior, but your emotions can influence your thoughts. So if you're not allowing your emotions to pass and you're stifling them, you're actually consuming and creating more negative stuck energy in the body. And yes, duality, good and bad. We don't like to be there. We'd rather be neutral. But again, we're humans, right? So it's like you do the best you can with what you got. As Maya Angelou says, when you know better, you do better. And so this is my New Year's Eve message for you, is an invitation to try something new. Whatever that looks like for you. If you have a park, if you live by the water, if you can go see a friend, if you can just get out into nature, feel the ground beneath you, smell the air. Hopefully it's clean by you. It's pretty clean at this park. It's close to a major road, so at times I can smell the pollution. But when I'm in the woods, which this part's not the woods, as you can tell, it's more grassy meadowlands and high grass. It has not been cut, which I'm not happy about. Then that can alter your perceptive. Your perception can alter your thoughts. And then your thoughts can alter your behavior. So it's a trickle-down effect, right? Of being aware, being mindful, returning to the breath, returning to the power and connection of Mother Earth, the solidity, the resilience, the innate wisdom that exists there, and trusting it. Just as the wind picks up, it gets a little colder, but there can be a message in the wind, a whisper in the bird song, an insight and idea that is fostered. I'm just grateful for right now that they've kept this area with less high grass, so that I don't have to do an extensive tick check on the dog and I when we get home. Find that one thing, that one small thing that can change your perception, that can change your environment, your surroundings. And that's the first small step to take, along with intentionally breathing. If you go to my newsletter, the link is below. You can get a free guided breath session that I've recorded for you. Let me know what your plans are for 2024. And B and I will see you then.